Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Finding an escape route. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really nice play getting that 1st down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next 1st-round pick at the wide receiver position for them.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo, deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll be brought down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Grab behind the line, it's Singleton. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Touchdown, Bama! They grab the early lead. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over NC State.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The play action fake. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 10. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The RPO fires complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man down the middle.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's looking deep. Can't meet the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And now this offense will take the field again. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the defense got him at the 27.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the resulting play. So the defense will decline the penalty and bring up fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And here comes the punt team. On to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The special teams on the field after the declined penalty. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Under fire. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Bunch formation for these receivers. Handoff to the single back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Offense set on 1st down. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Rodgers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed over the middle. It's McFadden. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The short hands. It's Everett. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. He's stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. 2nd down.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the 2nd half. Makes the catch. It's Everett. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him! Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The inside handoff. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options instructions on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. He fires to the left side. He's got it on the outside. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. Sun Belt or Fun Belt? We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, he'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires on the move. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Rodgers. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Everett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. The one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick completion to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll keep it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give to the back. Got room to work. Turning it on! Snowed under by the defense. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stuff.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Snap in the shotgun. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? He's got it along the sideline. Hits the crease. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it, perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 12 to Clemson.
Oh, he's got some space. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Makes one man miss. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on him, but they'll give up the deuce.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running to Green.
The return brings it out to the 41.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work.
First and 10.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. There he goes. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. And the returner will be brought down. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. It's a draw. Slithers into space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Now on the option. Quick toss. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. After the run, now to throw. Quickly complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught. He gets it to the 34-yard line. An excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got his man on the outside. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Jukes it. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Edwards. He's right out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.